Friday Night Lights with Uniqo Williams. Woo! What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Uniqo Williams, and we are here for another episode of Friday Night Lights with Uniqo Williams. That's right, I'm your host, Uniqo Williams. With that being said, man, I appreciate everybody that's tuning in and spending your time this Friday night, and just hanging out with me and enjoying me and my company. But we got a lot to talk about today. But before we get into it, y'all know what time it is. It is Baller Friday. Woo! We down there in Austin, Texas, buying all the girls' drinks, giving them rides to wherever they need to go. They can hop in a limousine with us. But hey, BG, get them another round. We out here, we buying drinks, we doing all the things that we like to do. So welcome to Baller Friday. How do? Woo! So we got breaking news coming from the NBA. Y'all know y'all need to make sure that y'all like and subscribe before, we would appreciate that. That we really would appreciate if y'all would like and subscribe. We appreciate it, man. Share and tell your friends, man. And even if you ain't watching it, tell somebody. Y'all watch it, because you in the sports and stuff. I got it. I'm your man's. I'm your guy every single Friday. So make sure that y'all understand it's Baller Friday. Big news out of the NBA. All right, Kyrie Irving has finally decided. Surprisingly to most, it was surprising to me, but he wants a trade out of Brooklyn. He's done. He's out of there. KD, he's his best friend, and Kyrie has been playing at an all-star level. He's been doing it all. But the trade deadline is February 9th. Good move, Kyrie. Now, I don't know if he had this cooked up the whole time. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. But, and actually this news was broken to me by my source in Dallas. As a matter of fact, how do you? And it was a good move. I didn't know that he was that unhappy with okay, maybe I did know. But he never showed us any type of, he never showed his hand this whole time. He never showed his hand. Kyrie never showed his hand whatsoever. And before we get right into this, man, I got my boy Zell May over here in the back room, man. Let me get him in here. I do that every single fucking time. Zell May, how you doing today, brother?
We blessed, looking cute, looking clean, looking sexy. And by the way, point to the side, baby. Point to the side, baby.
I actually asked you. I should have interrupted the show earlier, the show that we did earlier, because it's Baller Friday, where we talk sports, wrestling, sports entertainment, everything. And I had asked earlier in our group chat to where we have like maybe you or Tori like pointing at the sign, maybe on Ronda Rousey's body or something. Put your face on, deep fake your face on Ronda Rousey and just point at the sign or something like that. But I thought that'd be, and then the sign would be Overall 99 Media instead of WrestleMania. I thought that would have been hilarious. That'd be great. Maybe we can work on that tomorrow. But also great show that y'all had earlier today is Baller Friday. We talk all things sports. But just catching up a little bit. Kyrie Irving, he's out of it. He wants out of Brooklyn. I think it was a great move for him to wait until this close you force Brooklyn Nets to play their hand. So for people that don't understand, Kyrie's contract is up this year. So they would need to either trade him to try and get something for him. But he also went up there and he told Joe Tsai and all them, he told them, he said, trade me, but I just want y'all to know, if you don't trade me, I am leaving and you will have nothing. I'm an unrestricted free agent. Zelman, when you heard the news, what did you think? Because I know how you feel about Incense Man and all that. I know how you feel. Thoughts initially when you heard the news?
Let him go.
Let him go.
You think I'd rather take Russell Westbrook contract and then Kyrie, you playing this season out, we'll get some free agents. We'll just see who in free agent. That probably make Kevin Durant happier than having like, hey, we got Russell Westbrook and you got him for 3 years. I was like, bro, I'd rather try free agency and go to and fight. It worked for Cleveland. Donovan Mitchell came. Like, I ended up with Donovan Mitchell instead of like forcing the trade of Russell Westbrook and trying to get this cap number. Listen, let him go. Hey, listen, I ain't trading nothing. You can go at the end of the year. Cool. We got that saves up cap room. That I don't have to replace.
You know, and also my source out of Dallas also had this thought. Like, if Kyrie Irving hates, because again, y'all, just to reiterate, the Nets can trade and try and get something for Kyrie, or he can just walk away and just they don't get anything. And we know what they gave up to get Kyrie.
Let's go look up the free agents. James Harden, player option. Kyrie Irving is a peer. He is
unrestricted free agent.
100% unrestricted. Oh, let me get this ad. Let me get this ad block off real quick. Let's get this out there so I can see who else on here. Fred VanVleet, player option. Chris Middleton, player option. Jeremy Grant, Porzingis, player option. Draymond Green, player option. Kyle Kuzma, player option. Dylan Brooks is free. Vucevic. Pretty sure you can get 2 of those contract. Jordan Clarkson, Russell, Christian Woods. You got Durant, you got Ben. You just find two more scores. Cameron Johnson is restricted, but they cut that. They might want to start over, so you might get him for a little cheap. Might get Woods for cheaper than you thought. Team rather than trying to force a bunch of superstars. Why? Because it works for Cleveland. It's working for Boston. Hey, give us some stars, give us some players around them, let them play. You got KD, who was the biggest player. Say, hey, KD, convince, talk to your boy. You know what I'm saying? You get us somebody. I know you're tired of Kyrie stuff too. He's halfway through the season, like I quit every year for 2 months.
I mean, at this point, my man's is in his 30s. So, like, at this point, he has a track record of, like, I'm gonna rock the car, and then when I get moody one day, I'm done. So
what I'm saying, you want to deal with that, Joe? If you're my teammate, I'm like, all right, bro, you can leave. I ain't no bad feelings, but at this end of the day, bro, I need somebody gonna be here.
If I honestly feel like I can get something valuable for my franchise from Kyrie, and I think that's what people are trying to pull in regards to this. Like, we don't know what we're gonna get for him, so no, we're not gonna offer you nothing. Like, the trade value there is really hard. It's really tough.
Russell Westbrook. I ain't telling that people. I love Russ. I love you, but nah, you ain't worth that money, bro.
Man, I think so. Again, just to reiterate, the Nets can trade to get something, or Kyrie can play out the season and just get nothing, period, because he said he's not coming back. Now, he might wake up one day and say, you know what, I want to be a Nets for life. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think the damage is done. And here's the stipulation on that. Now, we were joking around earlier today talking about, man, some of the contract stipulations was, don't be so out loud with your heritage, or we're going to take a percentage out of your contract, or, you know, some of those stipulations. But it turns out, it sounds like one of the stipulations was we got to win a championship. If we don't win a championship, you don't get X amount of money. What are your thoughts on that contract extension conversation?
Listen, you can't promise a championship. That's strange.
That's not okay to put in a contract. Why would you do that?
I don't know
how team sport.
How can I guarantee a championship? No one can on either side. Like, yeah, we gotta win a championship. You don't get money. No, how many people get that contract? But again, I don't want to sound like I'm hating on Kyrie. I love Kyrie. Kyrie is an amazing talent. I like to
On
watch
the
the brother
court,
play. He's
absolutely.
amazing. But all I'm saying is, what are you gonna get for Kyrie that make it? So we all like, do you leave him for nothing? I mean, if you leaving me with some bad contracts that last 3 years while I got this 1 year contract, I mean, leaving with nothing might be better with how much $30 million a cap. Because if you trade him, you have to get that cap back, right? You have to add up the thing.
Also, there's a $2.1 million trade kicker in there too for Kyrie. So if he gets traded, he wins. He comes out on top. He gets $2.1 million additionally.
And like I said, I'm not trying to diss Kyrie. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just telling you, as a team, if I'm a general manager, I'm like, no, I'm not trading you. What are we when we all healthy? We like the 2 seed, the 1 seed when we healthy. We ain't been healthy all year, mostly, but we still like in top 4 seed. No, we gonna play this season out, and everybody like, you'll lose them for nothing. I'm like, but do you want me to trade them for anything? Like, no, it's a different. Would you rather trade for 2 contracts that's 3 years left, or go into free agency, in which I can get a whole team to build around Ben and KD, and some of the other young players we got?
You think are the Nets sold on Ben Simmons? They're ready to just we're just going to do what we do.
What you gonna get for him? He got the same problem Kyrie got. Listen,
Okay.
sometimes in business, sometimes you like, okay, we made some mistakes. We're not rebuilding because you got KD and you got Ben. We seen KD almost beat Milwaukee by himself if his foot wasn't on line.
We did.
We got Ben. We seen him this year be in certain games be defensive player of the year caliber. And before he got injured, he was starting to play a lot better, and then he got in his mind again. I guess I don't know what's going on, but maybe he'll get back. We got Seth Curry, we got scores, we got what's the boy from Indiana name? TJ Warren.
We got TJ Warren.
We got, and they all of them locked up for what, 3 more years. So we got a little core even without Kyrie. We just got to find some defensive players and some scorers to go behind them. You got the star. And you got you got elite level scorer and elite level defender. Find the pieces to put around them. That's better than just trading them and trying to get something back just to get something back. That's the dumbest thing GMs always do. Let's just get them to get something back just to make sure we get something. No, free agency. If I can find something better free agency and keep my cap and can work it around what I want to work around, that's better than losing for nothing. I mean,
how are they going to create a new Golden State Warriors? Because that's the only way I see KD being in this situation.
What, KD not one either? He might ask for a trade too. He probably easier to get a trade off than Kyrie. Listen, and maybe we play well and Kyrie change his mind if we win a championship. What is Kyrie gonna still demand a trade after we okay, we won a championship. Here your contract, we give you more. Like, it's still that chance that we win a championship, and then all of a sudden, okay, you fulfilled your contract. You already won a championship. Maybe we take that out. There's a lot of it's better to risk it.
Let's talk about possibilities here. So a lot of the talking heads before we came on today, now we're the present talking heads talking about this, but some of the people that came before us today, they're talking some sort of Kyrie Irving, Joe Harris kind of thing, which I would like for the Lakers. You know, it would come with Russell Westbrook, and they want expiring contracts. I think both teams want expiring contracts, I believe.
When did Russell Westbrook contract
up? Russ is unrestricted after this year. After this season, he's unrestricted, I believe, or a player option, one of the two. But he's definitely on his way out, or has the potential to leave the Lakers. But I mean, you get Kyrie, you get Joe Harris, so you get that sharpshooter that you've been looking for. They didn't got rid of Austin. I mean, Austin Reeves was that sharpshooter.
Okay, they both unrestricted free agents, and you can get an unrestricted free agent. But Kyrie said he's willing to play this year. He just ain't gonna be back. So would I rather have Kyrie or Westbrook? Who would you rather have? Kyrie said it Russell back. No offense, I'm just being honest. Like, I'd rather play with Kyrie. I'm just saying.
If you put on a piece of paper Kyrie Irving, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, I'm going to say, like, man, it's 130 points a game type of team. That's what I'm thinking. Russell is like I mean, he's accepted his role, and I think that Russ is doing a pretty decent job. He's still a turnover machine, but I still think that he's pretty damn good though. But I don't know, man. This is a very tough one. But this leads me to this though. So we had LeBron James today, about an hour and a half or 2 hours ago, tweeted, "Looking eyes with the king with the crown." So we see that the Lakers are trying to be in a mix. I believe. I think lead GM is going to make something happen. Maybe, possibly. He's been trying to make it happen since last summer. But then we had Kyle Kuzma go ahead and tap in on the tweet and say, "Tamper." So do you think LeBron's tweet will do anything to maybe persuade this trade to happen?
Magic Johnson said it. Hey, they telling you to get it done. And if I'm Brooklyn, you make this trade, you are done. Listen,
if the Lakers make this trade, they're done.
No, the Lakers are brilliant.
Oh, okay. If they can make that happen, yeah. But because we're talking some picks and probably Russell Westbrook, basically.
Do you think if Kyrie goes, the Lakers going to be a low seed?
Maybe Lonnie Walker, maybe.
They better get a lot of picks. I'm just at Kyrie at this point versus Russell at this point. 3 years ago, this trade, yeah, you can do this trade. Right now, even with the headache Kyrie is, I'd rather deal with that than an older Russell Westbrook. Now, 3 years ago, Russell Westbrook MVP candidate. But he's a little older, so I just want people to understand. I feel like you make bad decisions when you feel like it's pressure on you. What Joe made a point earlier, Kyrie put pressure. So are you going to make a bad decision, or are you going to be like, oh, I'm tired of this dude, let's get rid of him? Or which one do I have a better chance to win a championship this year? Because if we trade for Russell, it's just unrestricted free agent, unrestricted free agent. Which one do I have a better chance for this year to win? Because either way, I'm going to lose them and go work on free agents.
I mean, you put Patrick Beverly back on the bench, and then Kyrie starts, whereas Russell Westbrook is coming off the bench. So you got that narrative going on.
I'm talking about from Brooklyn. I don't see any concept that I do accept the trade and be like, we just gonna work this out. I don't.
So for Brooklyn, do you feel like it's safer to just say, fuck it?
Let's go for it. 1 year. Let's try to get this ring.
Just try it one more time, and then just we'll let you walk.
And if KD get mad, listen. At this point, everything is getting real difficult. Like what? KD, we try to build something. What you want? We'll try to trade you or whatever. But we gonna go this 1 year, and anything can change if we win a championship.
Well, it's gonna be tough, but we'll keep an eye on this, and we'll keep you. We'll hop on right on this channel, and we'll give you the breaking news should it happen. But while we're talking about LeBron's 63 points away. He has Nolan's tomorrow night, and then he won't be back until Oklahoma City, and they believe that's the game that is going to happen. These floor seats are going for $75K. That is somebody's game check. You are paying somebody to play if you sit in those floor seats and you pay $75K for just 1 day to see history. And we see that the NBA is making strides to make sure that this is televised globally, because this is a big deal. Kareem has held this for so long, and LeBron's next week is going to happen. He's been averaging 35 points a game the last 14 games since his birthday. He's averaged 35 points per game. What do you think this means for LeBron's legacy? What does it do for the NBA? What do you think about this whole scoring title chase?
I never liked the scoring title. That's a strange argument.
Who scores the most points of all time? How is that strange?
Listen, Karl Malone, LeBron, and Kareem.
You can't bring up Karl Malone. He got allegations and stuff. Go ahead.
They play 7 years longer than everybody else. If they don't have the record and be great, it's something wrong. If you're an all-time great, which we all three of them are all-time great, even if you don't like Carl, he's an all-time great. And you play 7 years longer than everybody else, you should be up above everybody else. Like if you go off points per game, if Wilt played the same amount of years, if Wilt didn't do all the other stuff and played in a different time, Wilt would have the record because Wilt averaged 8 more points a game than everybody.
Yeah.
So, but he didn't play as long. So, it is a testament to not to be a complete hater, but it is a testament to longevity more than like, oh, this is like this bigger thing. It's a testament how great LeBron is and how long he survived. The man never had major surgery. He's a freak of nature who survived a time when everybody, except for him and Melo, retired 4 or 5 years ago from the 2 classes above him. So, and Melo was a bench player at this point, only getting 15 minutes the last 2 years. So, and everybody else,
yeah, definitely think about it. Carmelo, D-Wade, they gone. And D-Wade was plagued with injury, and Carmelo got blackballed out the league for whatever reason.
And
Chris Paul is really injury prone, and but I mean, he's about to pass him up, if I'm not mistaken, for assist of all time too.
Chris Paul basically ain't played this season. I don't even know what he did.
Chris Paul definitely took this season off, and he's like, "I'm gonna come back after All-Star break. Don't worry about it. I'll be back."
Yeah, but
and then go ahead. I'm sorry.
Award. It's a longevity award.
Longevity award for the score to be to score the most points in NBA history.
It's a longevity award.
Do you think anybody could ever break it?
If it's gonna be hard, LeBron a freak. But I don't. If technology get better, you seeing quarterbacks and NFL players playing longer. If technology get better, and players start playing till they 50, and like let's say 40 years from now, technology and they start learning new techniques and they start finding new drinks and how to make it last long and how to protect your body. You gotta remember when people tore their ACLs just in 2010, Uniqo, before Adrian Peterson. Remember Adrian Peterson?
Yeah.
Before him,
100%.
If you tore your Achilles, your career was over.
You know us down here in Texas, we don't like them Oklahoma Sooners. But yeah, he was a beast.
Yeah, he came back, but that's because surgery just got there. If he would have tore it 5 years early, he wouldn't probably be able to come back because they didn't have the surgery to do it. So maybe in 20 years, somebody be able to play till they 50 and can score as many points and be amazing.
That may be true. That may be true.
Because the people in the 60s could not play this long. Kareem, at the end of his career, he was just throwing up sky hooks and he couldn't be stopped, but he couldn't move good.
Oh, because you said that. When LeBron does break it, do you think when they're going to say, LeBron, you only need 1, you only need 2? Do you think it's going to come off a sky hook? I believe that LeBron going to do a sky hook for his for them to break the record. You got to do it because he been hating on you anyway. You might as well do it. Do it. Do his own move and break it and break his record. Because why? I'm that petty of a brother. That's what I want to happen. That's how I want him to break it.
I'm for petty. Make everybody upset.
Yeah, make everybody mad. The old school, the old heads, everybody talking. And also, by the way, I forgot to mention, this is February the 3rd, 2023. This is MJ Day, 2/3/23. And Kyrie said, "Nah, fuck all that. I want to trade." Man, they cut off all the Michael Jordan highlights and everything they've been doing all day, and they changed the whole narrative of all day today. It came on Friday. This is a beautiful day for it to be Michael Jordan Day. Boy, what you over there doing? Kevin Owens done did a Stone Cold Stunner.
No, hold on, wait.
Is it a women's tag match going on? What you doing, man? WrestleMania. Hey, but real talk. I mean, I don't know, man. I would just be happy if he hit him with a sky hook to break the record. That'll be good for me. Period. That'll make me happy. Anything else on LeBron chasing this? I'm coming back. I'm coming back live when the day he breaks it. And then I'm gonna just go from there. I don't know if I'm gonna lose my shit. I don't know what I'm gonna do. LeBron James, man, he's been a big part of my life since I was in like middle school. So that being said, man, I'm very happy for the man, and we I can't wait to watch it. But any last thoughts on that before we get on to some wild stuff, man? We got two more topics here. And again, we appreciate LeBron doing his things. And them floor seats is 75K or more. But let's switch over to the NFL real quick. The NFL essentially has been asked to stop asking them crazy ass questions when you're interviewing rookies before the draft or after the draft and all that stuff, such as was your mom a sex worker? Remember when they did that to Dez Bryant?
That was
you
wild.
asked him, you asked a young man in an interview, was your mom a sex worker? Man, he had a man. When you ask that type of question, they probably brought up so many traumatic memories for this man. Like, damn, man, yeah, my mama did used to leave at 11 o'clock at night and then come back at 7 o'clock in the morning. Makeup off, flush and all that stuff. That brings up traumatic stuff. And they used to, in those situations, they would use that as leverage against you. But now that we're in a new age, mental health is a big deal. Mental health is a big deal for up and coming people that are in the draft and things like that. So what do you think about this man? Because they've had to ask a lot of things, and they said back in the day, like if you was having a bad day, are you in therapy? And they would use that against you during contract talks. What do you think about that?
They should have been. First off, I always felt like the NFL did this thing that was always weird, where they just like sit you in your underwear and be like, and they like take pictures, and then like a bunch of dudes in a dark room that you can't see stare at you. And I'm like, do y'all really need to do this? In this
That's weird.
Way?
That's weird as fuck.
Like, why are you right now? Oh, look at that pit muscle right there. Oh, he's a good one. Bro, you saw me play football in college. Evaluate. How many people did y'all really evaluate? I want to talk to a coach and be like, how many people did you evaluate? And when they took their clothes off, you just knew it.
I mean, that's got to be a weird process. Somebody asks you, like, so how long was your mom on crack? What? What?
How does that make me a great football player? Like, what? Does it make it a better, like, in our studies, if your mama was on drugs, you usually struggled harder, so you play harder. What? Like, is that what you get at?
Like, sometimes I get sad about the passing of my loved one, but I try my best. But so what do you do on game day when you think about that? Like, what? Like, these are kids still. Like, I'm telling you, what is it? You might go into college like at 18, 19 years old or something like that. And and they're asking you these type of questions. And it's like, I'm just trying to play football, man. Like, ask me about 4-3 coverage and how to beat it when they're in a cover 2 Tampa. Like, you know what I'm saying? But they ever ask you like these personalized questions, like, would you ever steal money from your grandma's purse? Joe, like, what does this have to do with any fucking thing,
Joe,
bro?
you think they like, if it's like, if it bigger, do they rate you high?
Yeah, like, you don't like it's one of them questions like how they do for some of those job interview questions and stuff they do back in the day. They used to be like, if you saw your coworker steal, would you tell? And you don't know what to say because in your heart you about to be like, shit, no. But if I say yes, and they be like, no, that nigga too truthful. We don't like that. I'm gonna say no, I ain't gonna tell on him. Shit,
I get why. At least get why they do it though. Because like, is it loyalty? Would you tell if you don't? Because if you don't,
okay,
I at least want you to. Because this is a thing. I think they just want you to answer, even if you don't, because they want to know if you are willing to actually acknowledge and you have like common sense to know what you expect us to want you to answer. So I always understood that. Like, I need to know if you got common sense, because if you stupid enough to be like, no, I ain't telling nothing when somebody steals. Like, are you dumb? Even if I wouldn't, are you dumb enough to tell me that?
Like, do you want me to be truthful, if I'm truthful, are you going to say I'm dumb? If I say yeah, I'm gonna tell like he has no loyalty. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it could go either of those ways.
For human resources, I'm gonna give y'all a tip. Always answer what you think they want to hear because they want you to know if you got common sense to know. They always want you to have the common sense to know the answer what they're supposed to do because they want somebody with common sense. They don't want no idiot that'll just answer like.
Is that what those surveys and those like pre-interview surveys is
about? I always answer what you think they want to hear because they want to make sure you got at least enough common sense to know. Do you think if somebody's stealing, you don't tell us? Do you want us to do that? If I'm the manager, like no, you fail if you do that. At least have enough common sense to tell us what we want to hear.
I think I would answer. So would I get it right if I answer it sarcastically? Oh, absolutely. I'll tell you right away, boss.
Yes, that's what you're supposed to do.
Man, what?
I did human resources. You're supposed to. I did declare you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to always answer what they want to hear, just to know that you have enough common sense. Even if you don't, you have enough common sense to know.
All right, man. And so I mean, I'm glad that they protecting the mental health of somebody. Like, don't ask them niggas like, how many times did you see your mama get busted down? What?
But the NFL questions be outrageous.
They are very weird. If you had a hot dog and a burrito, which one you gonna make a sandwich?
Like, that has nothing to do with nothing. Like, if your mom was a sex worker, like, what does that have to do with anything? Like, I gave y'all an example why the job works because they want you to know, have common sense to tell them that, listen, I will tell to you if somebody. That has nothing to do with anything. Like, what does what my mom did for a living have anything to do with what I do at my job? Like, that shows no loyalty or nothing. Like, what you want me to say? Like, what is the answer you want?
And I know it's almost the prime time part of SmackDown, so I'm gonna go into our last.
Oh, it's over now.
Oh, okay. Shout out to
Sami Zayn got the crowd fired in Roman Reigns was with a sea of boos.
There we go. I'm actually gonna hold on. We got a watch party coming up soon, don't we? WrestleMania?
Yeah, that's April 1st, so we got 2 months to set it up.
Okay, I will make sure that I'm nice and swole by that time so I can really turn up and have some Steve Weisers. But before we get into that, my last topic here. Come on, man. 22 years old. 22 years old, man. Let's take a close look at this.
Block shot. We're told that as our in that game. Churchland is in the black uniforms. Number one right there that just came up with the black block shot. We're told that as Arlisha Boykins. They were taking on Nansman River. This video has been edited to show you some of the highlights. Arlisha's apparently a 22-year-old young woman going up against 14 and 15-year-old girls. And we have confirmed that Boykins is no longer an employee of Portsmouth Public Schools.
Oh, they fired
since this game, the student athletes on the team and parents decided to just end the season.
She's got 2 highlights.
Any more games this year. Portsmouth Public Schools is launching an investigation into this matter.
Well,
the details have not
that
been
remains to be
revealed by
seen.
officials quite yet. Now, I spoke with the father
that
of
looks
the
like a rebound.
girl that was
she missed
impersonated. Here's what he had to say about his reaction when he heard the news. In that game, Churchland is in the black uniforms. Number one right there that just came up with the black.
Okay. So this news comes out of Virginia, of all places. A 22-year-old assistant coach for a JV team and a varsity team suits up and plays like not even plays varsity. She suits up for JV.
Hey, y'all niggas that I make fun of for living your glory day. Y'all ain't go that far.
She set the bar at the lowest for all niggas that want to live hoop dreams, bro. She went to JV, but hold on. So she's 22 years old and she's for the red. Let's take a look. Real quick. I want y'all to take a look at something very important here. Look at the score.
Say about his.
Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm going to find it. Hold on, I'm sorry.
Boykins is one of the highlights.
The score is 34-41. She's on the team that has 34. She's a part of Churchland.
She's trying to get him to come back.
Arlisha's.
Are you kidding me? Not only are you 22, you're filling in on a JV team. How are you not up by 55? How did you not break the national record for points?
I like them dudes who relive that glory days. She wasn't good as she claimed.
And now she's fired.
Yo, Joe take care of you. He got you. Just hit up Joe. He'll take care of you.
I mean, she's never seen a Baller Friday in her life, because how are you a 22-year-old grown woman and she appears to be bigger than everybody, and they only have 2 highlights of you? You blocked some little girl shot. And then you got an N1 and had the nerve to be excited about it. You are 22 playing against 14-year-olds, girl. Alicia, you ought to be ashamed of your damn self, man. Thoughts, Del man.
So you gonna take care of her?
Huh?
She ain't got no job now. You gonna take care of her?
I ain't gonna take care of shit. I don't like jobless shit. Hey, listen. First of all, she
might be domesticated. Joe, red pill yourself.
I do not appreciate bums, sir. And not at all.
This Joe.
And
Joe, she a cook. She clean.
First of all,
passport, bro.
Okay, and let's get it. Matter of fact, before we get out of Baller Friday, let me speak on this too. So this brother goes across the seas, goes to Thailand, and he finds him a girl with some knotless braids. We don't even know, because there's a lot of lady boys over there too, so we don't even know if this is a whole woman. And he done messed around. Can you find this footage of this man right now, real quick, while I'm talking shit?
So this people like this has nothing to do with sports.
It got plenty to do with sports. It's about playing the game. This is a crazy ass game this dude's trying to play. So this black guy is like, hey, I'm gonna go to Thailand. I'm gonna find me a woman, a traditional woman that cook clean, and she listen. She got knotless braids like she from the Bronx. And then, not to mention, she looks like she's totally disgusted to be in this situation. The whole time she's not feeling it. Do we have footage of this?
I'm gonna go find it. Let me see if it's up here. I put it in this shit. Oh, there you go. I got it.
Okay. This is what we're talking about here. Then we're gonna let y'all go and enjoy y'all Friday, man. I got a long day tomorrow. But we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna try and give y'all. Here we go. Look at it.
I gotta put the audio in. Let me put the audio.
First of all, I didn't even know. I thought it was just a mixed chick. Then he's like, no, I went all the way I got my passport and went to Thailand to go pick up a traditional woman that cooks and cleans, and they're gonna have a lot of babies running around.
Yeah, I learned from Atria. Y'all can't see everything I look at.
Look at this. He happy as hell.
Hey Joe, I'm sorry, I ain't making fun of you, man. This is how this man sounds.
This is my girlfriend. She's so pretty. Do you want to introduce yourself? You want to introduce yourself?
No.
Turn it off for this.
But she is pretty though. I like her. Maybe you'll give.
Hey, that eye roll, I'm done. She gave me the eye roll like, nigga, you are paying me to be on this video with you.
You are paying me to be on this video. Period. What's up, BG?
Yo, what she say? She said she's so pretty.
She got a bag. She just took care of her whole family off of that video right there.
Yo, bro, I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. I'm supposed to do this on BMT. I might cut this out and just add this part to it to another show. But listen, when you go overseas, I know a lot of y'all ain't. They assume
we creating a narrative here.
No, this is actually true. This ain't even there. When you go overseas, they assume you're wealthy. I want you to understand. They assume you're wealthy. Bro, we have regularly, they're like, oh, we'll put you in first class. Then they'll send you, like in South Korea. What's it, South Korea, Japan? I don't remember. It's one of them. They send you to this other part of the airport. Like, oh, no, y'all come here, esteemed guests. I'm like, we're the only Americans. We black. So we ain't from here. Everybody else Asian. So you just say, come here. So you come through. They got all the Americans, so Burger King, everything on this side. I'm like, why they over there with the regular stuff? We out here with like all Louis Vuitton stores and all this. I'm like, why are we on this side? So they just assume you have money. By the way, my sister and brother, they will also. But like they assume you do because you pop tickets to go overseas. So people assume that you Me and my brother went to. This video is on my Zelmay channel, so go follow Zelmay, Zelmae, and the Tokyo video on the. You go to the book, they assume that you got money, and the girls will flirt with you. I'm just saying. Nah, not in the high class place, because of course you can't get those, Joe. Joe, you think you finna go up there and get the high class women over there? Now she is pretty, so I don't know how Thailand works. I'm just talking about in the places I went.
Yeah, I don't know how Thailand works.
So I'm not talking about a place I ain't never been. I have no clue. I'm just talking about South Korea, Japan. But in the other place, go get you one of them rich foreigners. You know what I mean? Y'all ain't our type, girl. Y'all live in the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? Go get you one of them rich men. Get you a come up. The ones in Tokyo, the main part, they don't even look at you. The ones at that little downtown part, right there behind the BMW store, it's a nice BMW plate, Joe.
They know the script.
And then you go down there. The girl said, "You want some alcohol? Come to this room." I'm like, I know what this is. Joe, they told me they had the Avengers Endgame movie, Joe. It's in the video. And that is VR, where women take care of you. And I'm like, oh, don't go in that room unless you want to go in that room. But yeah, Joe. It's like in a weird room, like we got Avengers Endgame up here. I'm like, sir, that movie ain't even out in America. I don't know how you got it. I don't know how we got tricked by it. I am not Atrioc. I am telling the truth. I did not submit to it. I did not bring out my credit card like Atrioc.
Well, you got to be a baller, and that's what you do on Baller Friday. If you want to go to Thailand, you got to be a baller, and you got to have a passport, and you got to have the money to get over there. I don't think Spirit go that far. At some point, I think they drop you off on a boat, a Spirit boat. But, hey, Zelmay, where can they find you at, brother?
You can find me at 99_Zelmay. You can find me over on 99 Sports. A lot more content coming this way. I am almost done with my other project, so it's going to be fully committed to content. You can find us over on 99 Media. Wes got all his TikToks. I'm putting out some TikToks starting next week, so I'll probably be done with my project this weekend, hopefully. And then we're going to have fun, man. We're going to have fun.
Speaking of Baller Friday, man, them views, man, we appreciate y'all. We are up, bro, on all platforms. So we appreciate all the support. Keep on liking, subscribing, sharing, man. I appreciate the new followers, everything, man. So we gonna keep on doing this. This is the most motivated I've ever been in my entire life. And I at some point I wanted to be TO.
I'm bringing the bad boy back, Joe.
Look at this. Look at this here.
I ain't burned this bad boy out in years.
Yeah, we about to hit y'all with some prank videos. And we make it happen. But I'm Uniqo Williams. Thank you so much, man. Again, like and subscribe. Look out for us, man. This has been Baller Friday. Tomorrow we got Make It Make Sense. I may or may not be there. We'll just see if I can make it make sense. But we got Mondre. You see it. Follow all our homies in the socials and look at it. We on our way to overall 99 Media and not so much WrestleMania.
Hey, let's go to WrestleMania. Get your girl by you some tickets so we can go. We don't miss a bum girl. They got
hopefully, yeah, man, help us out with them tickets. We need all that. But thank you so much for tuning in to doggone Friday Night Lights with Uniqo Williams. Holla.